Yo, 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 what's up, people? Welcome to the Apex Brotherhood live stream. My name is Richard, and I am joined, there we go, I'm joined today by William Davis. How are we, mate?
Hello. Good, mate. Yes, I'm with gravy, baby. What's going on with our cameras right now? Why am I so small? Shouldn't it be bigger than this?
I don't know, like, you should maybe go to the gym more often. I don't know.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Someone woke up and chose violence today.
Yeah. All right, guys, after a very quick disclaimer, we'll get straight into the market. There we go. Put on some Las Musicas.
La musica. Musica.
Let's do Scrino Shero. There we go.
I need to load my terminal.
Oh, dude, I think not the aspect ratio, but the lens width of your camera is a little bit different. I don't know, like the camera itself is taking a lot more of your office into view and then condensing it. Yeah.
Hasn't changed. I haven't changed it.
Ratio. Field of view aspect ratio.
Yeah, I don't know. Possibly, mate. Let me have a look.
Let's have a look-see.
Let's have a look-see, shall we? Back to Uno to do that. Edit mic. No, not mic. Why do I want to edit mic settings if I'm pressing off photo?
So I think it's just the camera settings itself.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I went onto the camera and it said edit mic settings. I was like, no, if I wanted to edit mic settings, I fucking would.
I'll press on the fucking mic. While you're busy with that, I'm going to say hello to everybody that is in chat at the moment. Jurgen van Vliet is the first one in this morning. Good morning, Jurgen. How are we this morning? How's it there in the Netherlands? Is it snowing, friend? Is it cold? Or is it nice weather? MGN Valentia, good morning. Good morning, MGN. You're a bit late this morning, mate. Je beat you by full 2 minutes. We've got Quibus Goosen. Good morning, Quibus. How are we this morning, mate? We've got Annie Forever. Howdy, fellas. Good morning, Annie. We have Infinity. How are we this morning? Good morning, guys. We've got Dave Rankin. Hey, you guys. Quibus saying, I just wanted to say hello, made my money for today, and now need to go and mow the lawn.
We love it. Quibus, what an awesome message.
Dude, how easy is that? It's just like, I've made my money. I'm going to go and do some household chores and tasks.
Yeah, I've made my money. I've said hello. Now I've got to go.
Bye. Thanks for dropping in, Quibus. We really appreciate it, my friend. Yeah, the weather here by us as well is also really improved. So there's always the potential to, I don't know, just go and touch some grass and see the sun a little bit. So yeah. Infinity saying, Will, why you wear Fiverr's jacket in Apex? Well, it's warm.
That's
nice.
Point.
And he owns it. That's the thing.
Yeah, I don't think my Apex hoodie is dry yet. I washed it the other day.
It's so wet in Wales at the moment, or so cold that it takes things multiple days to dry off. So yeah,
no, literally, like it's thing is, it's such a like I can't tumble dry it because it's just a really nice hoodie and it's a really thick hoodie, so I don't want to tumble dry it and risk shrinking it. So it's currently in my like boiler room, trying to dry off. But even when it's warm in the boiler room, it still takes ages to dry off because it's such a thick hoodie.
Yeah, and it's still air. There's no air movement. It's not forcing its way through the fibers.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah,
we've got Jurgen saying, I'm good. Yesterday, all day rain. Today, nice, fresh winter day at 3 degrees Celsius and some sun. Nice. That sounds pretty good.
I don't know what the temperature is, but dude, like it's It's snowing, and it's thick snow as well. Like, this doesn't often happen in Pembrokeshire because we're so close to the sea. But it is...
It's currently snowing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Proper snowing. I'll tell you what, I'm going to chuck a video in the Discord now of what I took last night before I went to bed.
Nice. MGN saying, I was busy talking to Alex, not looking at the time. Yeah. Alex is looking at buying a laptop, so need to ask the resident expert for said advice. Give her good advice so she can get a good deal, mate. Dave Rankin saying -3 here. Yeah, dude. Winter in the northern hemisphere doesn't fuck about, mate. Quibus saying, cheers, guys. Cheers, Quibus. Thank you very much for jumping in very quickly and saying good morning. I hope you've liked the video before you leave. Please.
Yes, make sure you smash that like button. It does mean a lot.
Alex saying, good morning. Long time no see, Will. Yeah. Somebody was in Italy on holiday.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Alex. How was that?
And then Jurgen saying, I love snow. Can't wait to go winter camping in the woods again. Dude, we don't get a lot of snow here in South Africa, but when we do, it's a feast. It's festival. We really enjoy.
Yeah,
I don't know.
100%, man.
It's cold, but it's not like I want to die of the cold.
Yeah, I grew up like ever since I was like from like age 4 onwards. I went on skiing holidays like once a year with the family, and so like the snow to me is my happy place. Like the snow, the Alps, the mountains, skiing, snowboarding, all that good stuff. My laptop screensaver is actually me. It's not me, but it's a photo that I took of the longest black run in the world, and I skied it 2 years ago in Alpe d'Huez. It's called La Sarenne. See if I can find a photo of it on my phone. But yeah, mate, I love the snow, man.
Alex saying, we've had snow twice in my lifetime. Well, I think I remember three times that we've had snow. Like proper, like
yeah, fair.
Like at least a foot's depth.
I think, well, we've had it a few times in Wales. Well, we have it mostly every year in Wales, but I think this is the last time we had snow this thick. 2016, 17, I think it was, maybe 2018. Yeah, that's the...
Jeez, that's nice.
Yeah,
Jurgen saying, still want to break my record of sleeping in a tent at -19 degrees Celsius. The coldest temperature I have slept in is we went to a music festival in here in South Africa.
And it was 10 degrees. Bloody cold.
It's called Opikopi, and the tent that my friend and I were sleeping in had like icicles on the inside of the tent.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah, and I think it was like -11 or something like that. Somewhere around there.
No, screw that.
That's the coldest temperature I've slept in. Pretty dang chilly, mate. So -19 is like next level.
Yeah, like I've skied in like -19, -20 degrees. And it's dangerous, man. Like it was blizzard as well, and I remember going up on the chairlift, and you were seeing paramedics skiing people down in stretchers. Yeah, it's not fun, man. When you don't take that lightly. When you got those sort of temperatures, you got to be careful. Like you got to really think about it. You don't piss about with that sort of temperatures. The earth is a cruel mistress.
That she is. Shall we bring up some charts, mate?
Yeah, I'm just looking at gold now. Look at it dropping off.
Yeah, gold is dropping a little bit. Even though yesterday we had news, the FOMC meetings and stuff like that, very little impact on gold. It had an impact on the NAS, like it flew, like really, really, really skyrocketed. Everything else kind of subdued. GU didn't really have much of a movement. EU itself didn't really have much of a movement. I mean, the drop-off that we had preceding the FOMC meeting, like throughout the day, was much larger than the FOMC meeting itself impacted the EU and the GU. Speaking of GU, I did get a really nice trade on GU just before our power went out. So this is the 5-minute. So when was this? This was in the New York session, just about 5:30. So let me do this. Price had attempted to kind of like push a little bit higher on these 2 points during the afternoon. And then we were just stuck in this little area over here for like a little while. So if I just take a little box and I mark this whole section, this is what we were stuck in. Just this area over here. And then eventually price decided, okay, well, we're going to start pushing lower, breaking this attempt to push lower on these 2 areas over here. And then kind of like dwindled as we were going into the New York session. And then eventually we had this attempt to try and push higher, which absolutely failed. And then we had a very nice bearish candle and then a follow-up bearish candle that looked really strong to me. I decided I will enter on it. And within that candle, I almost hit TP. And then when the next candle opened up, I just got my TP. A nice 10 pip trade. That is the ugliest I've ever written something, but that's how I write. So yeah, I got a nice 1 to 2 R trade. Yeah. So happy with that one. Done and dusted.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very
indeed.
nice. Very quick. There was a lot more in it. I mean, if I just look at from where I entered, which was somewhere 21. There. From 21 all the way just to the end of the New York's or the end of the London session technically was about 28 pips. And then obviously it carried on even further down. But yeah, we didn't have electricity last night. A local substation burnt here by us, so got damaged. But they fixed it in the morning hours, I think. It came on and off a fair few times during the evening, and then eventually just stayed on. So happy days for us. What do you want to bring up, mate? What are we going to look at? Let's bring up yours first. Let's bring up yours first.
Yeah, okay. Let's go for it. Just looking between EU, GU, and gold, to be fair. EU, so have you done any, or have you got a particular one that you fancy the most?
No, dude, I'll do whichever. You pick one, I do another one. You do the 4th one, or the 3rd one, I do the 4th one.
Sweet. What is the 4th one going to be?
NAS.
Of course.
I'm really getting into US tech, into NAS at the moment. So I wanted to take a trade yesterday afternoon after we started dwindling down, but I don't know. There was the potential. I think it was Trump was going to speak at just after 7, and we had such a volumetric move pushing higher from New York Open that I didn't quite. I don't know. I was like, I don't know if I want to take a trade with Trump coming in and the FOMC meeting that was the meetings of the minutes of the meeting that was going to be released. Just said, you know what, just I'll leave it. But I did want to mark it out and take a trade, but I didn't.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, fair one, man.
Patience. Patience.
I'm going to have a look at EU, I believe.
All right.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a look at EU and gold. So I'll check
I'll
out.
do GU and NAS.
Yeah, fantastic. That's quite interesting. That so like we've both got London pairs and pairs that we can trade New York.
Yeah, I've been stepping away from gold, and focusing a little bit more on the NAS during New York. Not that I don't like gold. It's just NAS have been. I've gotten 2 amazing trades on NAS that just works. Just
Yeah,
works.
I mean, look, as long as you've got tested strategy behind it, that's all
Yep.
that matters.
You know what I'm using for it, mate?
Go on.
My current strategy.
Is there?
Yeah, it
Dude,
works.
that's pretty cool, isn't it? That's
It works
awesome,
really
man.
well in New York.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
I may test that. I may test your strategy in New York.
Are we going to go into the trading lounge after this stream, or do you have some stuff to do?
As far as I'm aware right now, I'm going to go out and probably stand in the snow for a minute. Just because, like I said, I love the snow. And then I'll be back and I'll probably jump in the trading lounge.
Because then what we can do is, once we've jumped into the trading lounge, the 2 of us can go through, I don't know, a trading idea. Let's put it like that. That we can share with each other to kind of.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's
Stuff.
hop straight into the trading lounge after the stream. So for those of you who are in the group, let's jump in the trading lounge, all of us together. And yeah, I was gonna say, where's Pooley? I was gonna say, but I feel like Pooley hasn't said good morning in a while. But
Yeah, he's only just arrived.
here he is. Good morning, all. Morning, Pooley. You lazy
Jurgen
bastard.
saying work calls might drop back in later. Thanks for that, Jurgen. We really appreciate your you being here, even though you have to go now. We'll talk to you later, mate.
Awesome stuff.
All right.
See you later, dude. Sigma FX, good morning. In at the tail end again. It's a tricky hour for me to be here, but I'm here. Sigma FX, dude, you're only 20 minutes late. You're not actually that late, so you're all good, mate. You still got an hour to go. Good to see you, Ed. How you doing, man? Open invite, yes, Dave, absolutely, man.
Yeah,
Every
open
single person who's in the Discord is an open invite.
Yeah.
Right then, let's go.
Right.
Let's go EU first, I believe. I'm gonna go EU first. So let's jump up onto hourly. Hourly looks really nice. Potential point of continuation because we were in downtrend. That's exactly what we did. We pulled back, continued down. Big push to the downside. We actually took out the lows that we're looking at here. Started pulling back, however, didn't pull back that deep before continuing and breaking and closing below this low. What we're seeing, downwards pressure, downwards momentum, downtrend, boom. Going down onto the 15-minute time frame, there we go. What we're seeing, consolidation. So we're seeing consolidation here. What do we want to see? We want to see a break into some direction and finding some momentum into a move, either to the upside or to the downside, preferably following trend, but we'll see. So, looking at this, guys, we can narrow this down a lot more into a more refined consolidation. And that is exactly what we're going to do. There we go. Let's make that consolidation a little bit tighter. And now let's mark out our highs and lows.
Oh, straight line from the get-go.
I know, dude, it's going to be a good day.
It's gonna.
You know it's going to be a good day when you got straight lines straight off. Like, no messing about. Okay, there you go. So we've got swing high, swing low, previous low here, which is looks okay. I'll mark it. So previous high, previous high, previous low, swing high. Let's jump down to the 5-minute. There we go. So we have broken and closed below this previous low, broken and closed below the consolidation. Pulling back into this area here, potential selling ideas into this zone potentially. Let's have a look on the fib. Fib is also in the 60 zone, which is nice. Okay, there we go. So There's some nice selling opportunities here. We've got to be careful when it comes to this low here. You know, we may have wanted to sweep under this low and then continue up. We have got a lot of room to move to the upside. So we're just going to be very careful. But where would I want to target? I'd want to target these lows here. But I feel like the risk to reward just won't be good enough. Like it's going to be potentially 15, 5. Oh, it'd be a 1-to-1. No, it wouldn't be. I did that completely wrong. Muppet. Right, let's try that again. It'd be 6. 6 by 7.5. Okay, it would be pretty much a 1-to-1. So just over a 1-to-1. I'd love to see this sell off, but we have got to be careful of pressure selling off to the pressure moving up to the upside. Maybe I'll put one lot on. I know it's not going to be a huge risk. You know, there's not a lot on the table with a 1 lot, but screw it. Why not? You know, it's a nice setup. It's valid. Why won't it let me? Let's try again. Sell limit 1. There we go. So like I said, you know, we've got this pullback area back into the consolidation zone. We've got a fair value gap or an imbalance. We've got a fib retracement. We've got a downtrend. I like it. It's a really nice trade idea. The reason I'm not going full risk in is because we've got this zone here. We've got this low here, which I'm a little bit curious to see whether or not we break and close it. Okay. Is it going to react from here? If it does, it does. But I'd be a bit surprised if it does. Gold. Let's have a quick look at gold. Jump straight up onto the 4-hour. Again, what happened on the 4-hour time frame? We didn't quite come up to the potential point of reversal for me, so that was quite interesting. We entered in a buy here, took out almost instantly, which was a real shame. Tried to look for more buys. It didn't come. I thought we were going to try and move up into this potential point of reversal here. We didn't. Instead, we came up above this. Above this consolidation. This would have been a really nice buy opportunity. And then, yeah, this potentially would have been a pretty valid buy. I'll have a look on the smaller time frame, but valid buys coming through on gold, and then it would have hit a stop loss. You know, came back down, broken close below, consolidated, gapped up slightly, double wick into this consolidation zone, and then messy. In other words, long story short, messy price action.
Not the cleanest.
Because then we got a break and close above the consolidation. We got a 3 wick to the upside, break and close to the downside, bearish engulfing, and then we got this massive wick down here, and then we just consolidated, and now we're starting to push down a little bit lower. So 1-hour time frame, not really seeing much. 15-minute time frame is a little bit nicer as far as structure on the order flow goes. We've got a nice little move to the downside here. Consolidation again, move up, fail to break above, or fail to create a new high, and it actually looks stunning on the fib. Yeah, look at that. Dude, look at that move there. That is super nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wicks into the fib level. Oh, fuck off. I can't delete it. There we go. So that's super nice. But then again, this price action isn't as nice. Consolidation consolidates a little bit into this area here, breaking and closing below it. But don't forget, we have, let's see if we can have a straight line again. Off the get-go again, guys. Lebosh. There we go. So we've wicked, we've broken, but we haven't closed. So we've wicked this low here. Jumping down to the 5 minute. What's the 5 minute telling us? Seems to be holding this level here. I think I want to see a break and close below, maybe then a pullback and then a continuation down. But I don't like how it's wicking into this low. We have got a low here, however. That's interesting. Okay, I've just been tapped in on EU, by the way.
For a sell.
For a sell.
Okay.
I'm only risking $68 to gain 75.
You're risking 68.
Yes.
You went on smaller risk, like what? One lot?
Yeah, I just put one lot in.
Oh, okay.
Depending how it moves, you know, I may add in, but I don't know. No, I don't think I'm gonna add in. It's a really nice trade, and I like the trade, but I don't think I like it enough to add in and say, yeah, well, let's jump in on this. It is a 1-to-1. It is a really nice trade. There's something about my gut that's telling me that it's a good trade, but don't go full in.
If I had to be on the hourly on EU, I would say that right now we've lost quite a bit of downward momentum.
Yeah.
Because it is a little flattish on the hourly. Going down to the 15, we have been consolidating in this area, and it's a bit wiki. It's very wiki. But
give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go get my bottle of agua because my mouth is dry, and then I shall be back.
All right, mate. But I do think that there is the potential for it to potentially come and test a little bit higher, somewhere over here, or potentially the high of the day to be tested. 2 potential test areas. My only concern is the fact that it is so slowed right now. Going on to the 5 minute on EU, same idea. We have this like channel where it's trying to tick lower, but it's very, very, very weak. Weak downward channel. If this was the low, the absolute low of the day so far, we've literally just wicked into it and starting to move off of it. Yeah, I do think that this area over here, which is 1528 till 1534, can be tested. Definitely can. I mean, this was the open. We tried to push up a little bit from the open. We made the high of the day. We moved down very nicely, and then we kind of like just stuck here now. So this whole section from here to here is effectively consolidation. Now, it is a larger consolidative section, but I mean, still, it's how much is this? From the bottom to the top is 12 pips. So we're currently stuck in this 12 pip consolidation area. Or it might be a little bit larger. Let's say 13 pip. So 13 pips of consolidation as it stands right now. So while you weren't here, Will, I said on the hourly for... Let's just switch these off so we can see it properly.
Come back into my office with Carl. I'm going to put the heating on.
I love the snow. I want to go outside and touch some snow. Decides to put the heater on in his room because it's too cold.
I love the snow. I never said I love the cold.
So here we have the swing high of the day, which is the high of the day on, this is the hourly chart on EU. And then right now, this is the low swing of the day so far. My only concern with sells is the following. We've had this very nice push lower. Sorry, wrong one. Very nice downward push from yesterday. An attempt to push up. Started the day very meek-ish and then just started falling down, started selling off more. But now we've reached this, I don't know, this section down here where it just looks like we've completely lost all interest to try and push it low.
Go to EU on the 5 minute.
5 minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is a 13 pip range at the moment, and it doesn't look super great for me. I understand the idea of going for sells because we are very bearish. It makes sense. We are very bearish. Yeah, overall, all the way from where is this? This is the 13th. This was Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and now we're in Thursday. And we've been bearish this whole week. But there's a little bit of consolidation here. So I'm thinking we can potentially come and retest either the high of the day, or if I go over to the hourly, we can try and test up here, which was the very last massive attempt to push up, and then we just failed to come down. So this swing high over here is the first test area that I think we can potentially come and test. If it fails and pushes lower, then by all means that's great. But if it doesn't respect this high swing and starts pushing through, I think we can come and test this.
Yeah, no, I fully agree with that.
Because it's so consolidative. Unless we are waiting for this afternoon's news, which is hourly earnings, non-farm employment change, unemployment rate, and the unemployment claims, which is big movements.
We got some iller news coming out from, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like there's some shifty news coming out later.
I've just taken out a $38.
Profit.
Yeah, right. I'm fucking laugh.
I was being hopeful. I was being hopeful.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all that I'm seeing at the moment on EU. It's just a little bit of consolidation. But I understand exactly why it is that you wanted to sell off. But personally,
like I said,
I would have wanted this. Where's my arrow now? I would have wanted this low swing to be taken.
Yeah, same to be fair, but
so some sort of like break, retest, and then continuation. But I mean, we're still stuck in this consolidation. We're just stuck here. This is all consolidation.
True that, family.
So let us see what will happen around here. I'll remove that one. I mean, this is also not a horrible area over here. Just move this and this out of the way. Wicked into, pushed away, pushed through, attempted again, tried to push through, consolidated, reacted off of it strongly, came back into it, just wicked off of it, pushed through, attempted to push back into it, and now we're kind of like just stuck here. So this is like an intermediary area of interest where there was some indecisiveness, real struggle. But this is the big concern, is just this area of consolidation right now. So I'm going to wait on EU, but I do like the potential for EU to move. I really do. Let's have a look at GU. GU just tapped into this area of interest and seems as though it tried to react off of it yesterday. So we have. I'm gonna go back to the hourly.
Also, guys, just before Rich continues, there's 24 of you watching right now, which is absolutely insane. So give us a big thumbs up on the video. Let's see if we can get 20 likes on this video. That would be super cool. And stick around. Make sure, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Carry on, Rich. Back to the charts.
Back to the charts. We have this point of interest to the left where we came down, really struggled to push lower, and then we started reacting off of it. We literally wicked into it last night. Tried to move off of it, we failed. We're back into it now again, and it seems as though we're having a bit of reaction. We do have over here, we have one. This is a base. So as we're pushing higher, we make an attempt to push lower, and then we react strongly out of it. So this is a base area. So this is a bullish base. We're on the hourly, so this is a 1 hour bullish base. We wick back into it, or push back into it, and then we react off of it nicely. We attempt yet again, second attempt, third attempt. This third attempt really started pushing the price up. We just wicked into it right over there for a fourth time, and now fifth time, and then we finally broke through. So before we even consider testing this base area up over here, I do think that either this area is going to be tested, or this base over here, where we had a really strong reaction to try and push higher, and then it failed and started pushing lower, which you would then condense and then become this area over here. But long before this one is to be tested, I think this is going to be the first point of interest. So price might attempt to push into it, either just wick off of it or push a little bit deeper into it and then kind of dwindle lower. That is a potential movement. The way that this hourly candle, there's 19 minutes left, and as it is right now, we're sitting with pretty much equal high and equal low wicks above and below it. So this is a little bit of indecision that we have right now in this area. Going down to the 15. Yeah, nothing really that suggests that we're going to fly up from here. I don't think we're going to fly up. I think we're going to slowly trudge a little bit up until we get to news, and then the news is going to have its impact. I do like this, though. I do like this. Right, I'm just going to remove this one. I do like this area, though. This does look interesting, because the reason is we were trudging lower. We were going lower, pushing lower, making lower highs, lower lows. Base areas get disrespected, pushes lower. We attempt to come back again. We push into this base area, which happened to be roughly around the same area as the Tokyo low. Started pushing lower. And then eventually we start really tanking. But before we tank, we have this little base area over here and just the tiniest of wicks above. And then just a sell-off, which to me means that this section right here, right above this box, we had a lot of orders that were trying to manipulate this movement, and it did it. Took up all of these sell orders that were sitting right here, and it just absolutely tanked off. So I really like this area over here as a potential test area. So I am going to put this as a point of interest. If we can get back to this one and then have the same reaction we had here, that would be awesome. Just kind of touch it and then just tank off. That would be great. However, we do have this area over here that was also, as it pushed lower, slowed its momentum, tried pushing lower, broke lower, pushed back into it, and then volumetrically pushed further down. That is where we are currently. So this to me is also an hourly base, a bearish one. We had a very nice reaction over here, which you could take this potentially as an area of interest as well. This last candle Let's just make this an area of interest as well. So you have overlapping confluences. It's an area of interest as well as a bearish base. We have this big wick above this candle with a nice attempt to push lower. No follow up though. No follow through. If it wanted to, this candle should have printed, one of these two candles should have printed as a bearish candle to try and push price lower. So we'll see how it reacts on this candle wick over here. So as it stands right now, I think we have, it's clicked, we have this swing point that is of interest, and then we have this swing point over here as interest. So these two swing points that we have, this upper one having this nice reaction, if we can just wick it or just punch slightly above it and then start pushing lower, then we need to see it close underneath this one over here, because this was the last time where price attempted to push lower and then had this few nice upward candles. Obviously, we still have the point of interest down here, which is the major point of interest right now. The biggest block preventing us from pushing lower is this candle over here. Last attempt to try and push up. So I'm going to take this and just remove it so that I can see a little bit more clearly. I take that candle right over there. That means that this swing point effectively is, yeah, I'm going to keep this one as a point of interest. This one I'm going to remove as well. I'm going to remove this one, keep this swing point over here, and have this area of interest up over here. This is what I'm looking at the moment. Price needs to, if it wants to carry on going up to try and test this upper support, needs to break this swing point and respect it. So break through it, just touch it, and then continue higher into this support area over here. Alternatively, must not break above the swing point, make a lower high, and then start pushing lower to try and break this area down here. And then after that, we have a lot of there's a bunch of wicks over here. So let's take the absolute lowest point right before price attempted to push higher. We have all of this down here to try and test. It doesn't seem like much, but let's say we have a break and retest GU short. Yeah, there's 20 pips. So if we do break and retest, say again.
I just saw 20 likes. And I was like, oh, we got 20 likes. I'll refresh the page and be like, oh, yes, guys, we got 20 likes. I refreshed the page, it's got 19 likes. Someone just unliked it.
Unliked? Which asshole did that? Like it, you fools.
Like the video, man. Don't unlike it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You know.
But yeah,
guys, like I said, if you haven't already, like the video. There's 24 of you guys in. There's now 20 of you in. Yeah, Pooley, my bad. Oh, Pooley, man. So, guys, smash that like button on the video. It does mean a lot. We've got 95 subscribers. We're 5 subscribers away from 100 subscribers. I tell you what, when we get 100 subscribers, I'll drop a massive discount code on the Apex apparel. So I'll drop a massive discount code on an Apex hoodie, and I'll release that to you guys.
Naz, on the other hand, is looking quite interesting. So that was GU. GU, I've marked out the areas that I want to see broken, and I'm just going to wait. I'm seriously just going to wait. Well, technically, this is a swing low. What I'm looking for, like I said, I'm either looking for a break, a retest, and then a continuation to come and test this upper end, or alternatively, we start moving lower from this point, attempt to break through this, break through it, and then push lower. And then I would look for some sort of entry down here for a sell as an example, if this is the outcome. However, if this is the outcome, then I would just look for a buy to try and get into that area up over there. So those are the two areas that I'm looking for, and just depending on which one I get. And then obviously I want to see rally base rally, drop base drop. I want to see price move volumetrically in one direction, attempt to push lower, fail, and then continue up, and then inverse for the same for going down.
Yeah, dude, I really don't know what to say about GU. It's a really odd one. I'll let you analysis, but I'm seeing nothing on it. HK, hello
Yeah.
guys. Yo, what's good, HK? Zex, what's good, Zex? Good to see you in, mate. Good day, folks. Hello in the wild
What's
trades. How are you doing? Martin I-15, what about US-30? Well, you say that. Rich is about to jump on it now. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are now 4 people away from 100 some subscribers. We are 400 away from 100 subscribers. So subscribe to the channel. I will drop a massive discount code on the premium group as well as the Apex hoodie.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
In the meantime, get that NAS up, bro.
All right, so this is NAS on the 4 hourly. I'm going to go over to the daily first. I've really started to enjoy the NAS 100. It's been treating me well, especially in the New York session. So probably not going to be trading it right now, but we'll probably trade it this afternoon and maybe even after the Fiverr stream. Probably definitely trade it. So on the daily, we were very, very bullish. Just absolutely just going up like crazy. We had one day where we had like a massive sell-off, but then we started pushing up. And now it's the first time over, let's say, the last 2 weeks or so where we've actually started printing lower highs and lower lows. So we were very bullish over the longest time for the last few months. And now for the last 2 weeks or so, we've kind of started drifting a little bit lower. So on the daily, we've changed over to a slightly bearish structure, but very, very, very short-lived bearish structure. If I just draw some sort of channel, you'll see that this is the first time we've actually dipped below it and tried to push in it, but we also dipped above it as well, but then crashed in. So on the daily, slightly bearish, but overall we are still very, very bullish on the on the NAS. Going down to the 4 hourly, if I just get down to this, you can see the 4 hourly, you can see the downward channel basically from that point over there. So price tried to make new highs, failed, retried, and then absolutely started sinking off, reattempted to make a nice high, pushed off, pushed back into that area and started selling off. So the first thing that I can see is that in this area over here, we have some very nice area of interest. So support / resistance point. Price breaks through it. Don't know if there was anything specifically far back on the left or if we're at all-time highs, but it doesn't really matter. We attempted to make a new high. We wick into it, wick back into it, break through it, retest, push lower, retest, attempt to push lower, retest yet again, absolutely tank off, and then now we've come back to this area and then absolutely started selling off yet again. So now it's the first time that we are really showing a little bit more bullish intention in relation to the bearish downward push that we've had. So this downward push over here had a very small retracement, push down lower, but you can see that there's a lot more consolidation down here, a lot more building up, let's say. Price is just struggling in this area. We're not getting that very nice volumetric push down, short-lived retracement, push down, short-lived retracement, push down. We're not seeing that over here. So this means that this area down here is an area of interest to try and push price higher. If I just go a little bit to the left, you can see that there's multiple attempts to try and push the price lower. We had this massive sell-off. I'm just going to take this very last one because this is an impulsive move. I don't know what exactly happened here, but this could be a load up to try and push price higher. But anyway, so if I just take that little box over there, we have moved into it. This last attempt to push it lower failed. Price came back to it, really volumetrically moved out of this area, didn't come back to it again, and then just continued pushing up. And now this was the first last 3 days or so where price has really consolidated in this area. So you know that I like talking about arm wrestling when it comes to the bears and the bulls. And in this case, this was an area where there was a stalemate. Neither one of the two could really push it either lower or above, and then eventually the bulls started taking over, pushing the price higher. So just on the 4 hourly, we have a wick area over here, a swing point where price may or may not try and push through. And then we have this low swing down here, which is in line with the area of interest. So this is a area of interest which had a little bit of consolidation and then a reaction off of. So where we are right now is at yet again another point of interest. If I go down to the hourly, you'll see that we've had a little bit of consolidation, a break above with a gap. Price pushed up above, pushed back in, attempted to push it a little bit lower, took that low, came back into it, consolidated, tried to push higher, and then again struggled over here. So this whole section over here is basically an area of interest as we are right now. If I just push it a little bit back, we can always adjust it a little bit so that it is a little bit more clear. Yeah, something like this. Looks good. One reaction, push off, consolidation, push lower, gap, push higher, breakthrough, retest, push lower, push back in, consolidate, doesn't quite know what it wants to do, tries to push higher, push lower, and then we have a bit of consolidation, carries on pushing lower, and we're right there at this point right now. And what happens is, as we get into this point, we start slowing down momentum. Yesterday, we had a very nice upward move. New York opened up, pushed price lower, back into attempt to push lower yet again, failed. So higher low in relation to the previous one, higher high in relation to the previous high, and we're just pushing up. But now we've reached this point and now we are consolidating. So point of interest with some consolidation. This whole section, this is still on the hourly. We still have this consolidation now. Now, the only question that I have now is, are we going to have consolidation breakout above or consolidation breakdown push lower? I'm inclined to think that, seeing as we were very bearish and now have started to show some bullish input, that there might be a break attempt to go lower and then a reversal and then push up above. So I think price is going to try and break lower yet again, reach some sort of area of resistance, and then start pushing higher yet again. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. Because we've been so bullish over the longest time frame, over the last few months, that now we had like a little 2-week section of bearish momentum that has now failed. The bearish momentum has now failed. Starting to push a little bit more bullishly. That's what I'm looking for. On the 15-minute, as you can see, the whole of Tokyo was consolidative. We are still within this area of consolidation. We need a break and we need a retest. So price must either break lower. Let me remove the magnet tool. Either break lower, retest, and then continue lower, or it needs to break above, retest, and continue higher. We do have this swing point, which is going to usually be an area of interest where you could have some sellers or buyers sitting in this point. Probably going to be sellers that's going to try and push the price lower yet again. But the same thing happens down here where you have a wick. There is some liquidity sitting in this area and over here. So these are the two major areas where price can most probably react off of very strongly. The only reason why I don't think that this area of consolidation has a lot of liquidity is because if this was the last swing point, this over here, we're at it and we're not reacting the way that I thought we were probably going to react. Just by taking the liquidity in this area, you would have wanted it to volumetrically start selling off, but we're not. So I think that this area still has a little bit of decision making in its near future. We need to decide what we want to do here, and we'll most probably only see it closer to the New York session, or we're waiting for the news. This is what we're waiting for. So NAS is most probably going to be stuck in this little consolidation, potentially push down to the highs of yesterday, maybe just dwindle in this area a little bit, and then decide, okay, news is coming out, and then it decides what it needs to do. So I
think
leaning more towards the idea of bullish momentum.
Really, you think? I think we can see some bearish momentum first.
The first, yes, I do believe that we can push lower.
I was just watching in the background now while you were doing your analysis, and I don't know. We've also got a gap to the left.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not a massive gap.
True. It's not a massive gap, but gap nonetheless, and it's followed by massive bullish imbalance.
Yeah.
No, No. If you move over, like zoom in onto the 13-minute time frame, or on the 15. I think the 15 also. Yeah, go into the 15.
15.
Yeah, 15-minute time frame. Zoom all the way in. Current price. There you go. Look at that massive imbalance to the left there. Look at that big bullish move. In fact, if I bring my screen up real quick, look at this. There we go. We got all.
Yeah, but I mean, look what I marked.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it actually is, to be fair.
Yeah, I marked it.
Yeah, no, fair point. Yeah, no, dude, I was miles away. I was doing my own analysis, so I was like listening to you in the background while I was doing my own analysis, and then like I finished doing my analysis, I clicked back into the stream, and then I heard you talking about bullish momentum. I was like, oh, really? Yeah, my apologies.
I honestly think if we're going to want to push higher, I think it's going to be on the news. I think the news is going to be the thing that's going to move it. And up until then, we will, like I said, we will most probably be playing in this area over here. Most probably. Because we're really struggling to push higher, first and foremost. And we do have this area over here where we had the break of this was yesterday's high. The break of yesterday's high, but we first had like a little bit of an attempt to push it lower and then a volumetric move above it, which happened to be the gap as well. So this is an area of interest, potential area of interest on that.
Yeah, the fib's got nothing for me right now, so it's an invalid fib. But yeah, there's three main zones that I'm looking at. Zone 1.
I said, and we do have another base, a bullish base on the 15-minute as well, just underneath that area of support.
Yeah, so we got this zone here, we got this zone here, and then we got this zone here.
That's why I'm saying I'm thinking a little bit more bullish. We've had like really nice reaction off of this low area, which is, to me, historically a area of interest.
Yeah.
And now we've had a nice reaction. A reattempt yesterday to try and push lower, failure, and then an attempt to push higher. But now we're consolidating. But I understand why we're consolidating, because massive news event. We had a we had a big news event yesterday that pushed the price higher on the NAS. Now we're consolidating. We're waiting for the next impulse. So it makes sense to me why we're consolidating. So NAS, I'm waiting. GU, I'm still waiting for it to do its move. EU is still consolidating. Gold is starting to push a little bit up, but into an area of consolidation / interest.
Yeah, gold looks okay. It's up into this zone here now. I'm not too interested in it. EU looks gopping, man. EU, like, it's rejecting and it's holding super high up into this zone here. So I don't.
EU is the only one that's showing me a little bit of interest to attempt to do something. EU, NAS, gold, all of them. Gold is showing an attempt at something.
Gold's trying to push up a little bit more, to be fair.
It is. It really is attempting to push up. It's got a flat bottom. It absolutely took a double low, and now it's reacting.
Gold's been in the gym, I'll have you know.
What, doing his squats?
Don't body shame gold. It ain't got a flat bottom, it's got a fat, juicy ass.
Like pepperoni. I did 43 squats, I'm dead. Thank you, Will. Is that sarcasm?
You're welcome, pepperoni. That's what happens when you break your trading rules, man.
Yeah.
Dude, that's super cool. big congratulations on the 43 squats. Dude, that's insane. Given that you said that you're relatively unfit, that's awesome. So massive congratulations on that, Pepperoni. You're getting one of these from us. Congrats,
nice,
man.
short and sweet. Just like done.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no,
Unlike the
super
first one, which
congrats.
goes on for an infinity.
Yeah. Pooley, just refreshed. Yes, 4 away. Come on, y'all. This stream is authentic. Lambo free knowledge. Dude, I mean, we can get some Lambo knowledge if you want. But,
I mean,
yeah.
I would want to say, if you follow us, you will get a Lambo. But then at the same time, I want to say, if you follow our advice, don't expect a Lambo. Which is like, I don't know which one of the two I would want to promote.
Yeah, I mean, fair one. Fair. Morning, dear all. Yo, what's good, Unbiased Trader? How you doing, man? Good morning. Rough day yesterday. Finished minus 2.5% on Fivers overall P&L. Today, bad start. I am bullish across and taking a hit on Bitcoin. Currently, DAX running, waiting to go on the NAS. Dude, look, these things happen, man. Don't stress over it. It is what it is. We all take a hit. We all take a loss. I took a bit of a loss today. Luckily, like, my experience was like, nah, there's something wrong with this. However, it was a very nice trade. So, dude, as long as you're following your plans, that's all that matters, mate. But, we believe in you. Believe in yourself. Today, I'm going a bit aggressive on my risk. Let's see. Why? First, ask yourself, why are you going a bit aggressive on your risk? Are you going aggressive on your risk because there's A+ setups? Or are you going aggressive on your risk because you're a bit pissed off that you had a loss yesterday and you had a bad start today? So ask yourself why first, mate. And if you don't like the answer because it's not following your plan, then, bro, don't go aggressive on your risk. Okay, yeah, it'll take you a little bit longer to get the money back, but that's okay. That's completely okay. Take your time. Chihuahua. I love that name, man. My brother's got Chihuahua and she's so cute. Chihuahua, is the Fivers and Apex Brotherhood related? Maybe
Only on our mother's side.
Only on our mother's side. Oh man, I love that. Good different dads.
Yeah, 2 different dads.
Oh man, that was class. No, I mean, I'm a host of the Fivers stream. Rich is my gorgeous co-host, but look at him over there.
Ooh.
I'm taking you the fuck off for that. Guys, I'm sorry to say, but Rich has been sacked. Oh man, you've actually made me feel really ill.
Dude, I can do that very well.
No, I'll take your word for it. Genuinely.
Are you sure? I mean, we can have a private call later if you want to explore.
Can we actually? Dude, I'm now infertile after listening to that.
I think I'm celibate. Thank you. Thank you, Rick. I've
gone off
on celibacy.
everything. I no longer want man nor woman. I just want to be alone.
Have you combed your hair? No, dude. I actually, it was just wet, and then what I do is I just
dash in mind. I will be.
Just let it dry normally.
I look rather dashing. But no, back to it, Chihuahua. No, we're not related. However, we are, like I said, I'm a host of the Fivers and then, co-host of the Fivers, so which is pretty cool. However, he is the host of Apex Brotherhood livestream, and I'm the founder of Apex Brotherhood livestream. So basically, it's not necessarily trading related per se. Apex Brotherhood is about self-improvement and just trying to improve yourself in all aspects of health, wealth, and finance. Which does marry up perfectly with the Fivers. We only use the Fivers accounts. We promote the Fivers big time, even though we're not sponsored by them. Maybe one day we'll get sponsored by the Fivers. Maybe I'll ask Sol nicely, or I'll tell Rich to get on his knees for salt. And beg, jeez, man, get your head out of the gutter.
Please,
But no,
Soul Master of the Fivers, support us.
yeah, but no, we're not directly related.
Yeah, we're not directly related.
Maybe, like
we
I
have
said,
common goals.
maybe one day would be super cool. Maybe if we can get some like discount codes, and maybe if we can get like sponsored by the Fivers, I think that would be awesome. But for the time being, we're doing this completely for free. We're all self-funded. We're full-time traders. You know, this is just our passion.
Yeah, definitely just us trying to bring more towards a community.
What about the itchy cream that did you give him?
So you saw that, Chihuahua, did you? Yeah,
So-
Will being an absolute muppet.
Just to give you a little bit more on this, basically what happened was I had curry a couple nights ago, and I was on stream with Samir and Rich. Well, I was on stream with Rich, and then Samir was on his own, so we were gonna go over overtime with him, but basically the curry dropped, and I needed to sprint to the toilet, and I was like, guys, okay, I gotta go. And then like Samir would ask me a question. I'm like, for God's sake. And then I was like, right, okay, guys, I've got to go. Yeah, literally, I was like, I gotta go. And then Samir would ask me another question. Then like Rich clocked on, so I went to ask another. I went to say again, I'm gonna leave. And then Rich decided to ask me a question. So I was like, guys, can I just go? Can I go now? And then Samir was like, Jesus, well, yeah, all right, go. So, like, I was sitting on the toilet and I was texting Rich on Discord saying, I tried to leave so many times. I must shit myself. It was so funny, man. But turns out I forgot that he's got his notifications that come up on his screen, and he's still on stream. So yeah, you can see in the bottom right-hand corner that it popped up saying, I must shit myself. Oh, man. It is so funny.
And then Sigma FX, Scott, decided to just clip this and send it in the Discord. And then
So yeah, he literally screenshot it and put it on the Discord. I was like, oh my God.
the whole world
Oh,
saw
it's
it.
so funny.
Oh, laughed. Oh, I had to. If you go and rewatch the stream, you'll see there's a moment where I just stumble over my own words, trying desperately
It's so funny, man.
not to be unprofessional and burst out
so
laughing.
funny. And then the thing is as well, like Anastasia, I was singing in the background, in the back end of the stream, waiting to come on yesterday, and Anastasia brought us on and was like, "Will, do you want to repeat that? Do you want to show us all what you just did?" I was like, "Damn right I do. I just told the stream yesterday that I was gonna shit myself. You think singing is gonna affect me?" Oh man, it was so funny. So I thought I'd wind him up a little bit more, Chihuahua. I thought I'd send him a text message saying, "Do you want some cream for that itchy bum or something like that?" I can't remember.
So you know what's the funny thing as well is like you and I have a really good rapport. We have a good friendship. We riff off of each other. We can talk shit about each other. But we know that it's always going to be in good faith. It's always just
Yeah, of course.
to
Yeah,
be fun and so on. So when stuff like that happens, to me, it's just like I'll never take it seriously. I just know that it's Will being my friend. Will, that's how I see it.
yeah, exactly.
So,
Oh man, it's such a laugh.
but because I know you're trying to make me laugh. I know it. Like I'm sitting here and I see the message and I'm like, don't laugh, and then I just have to. I'm a professional. I won't laugh.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
not going to
100%,
fall for your
man.
tricks, you dirty bugger, you.
Oh, you
No.
well. You'll fall for my tricks. They always do. They all do. How do you think I got the missus, man? How do you think I got some absolute world of a girlfriend? Like she is a solid 12 out of 10, and I'm like a 8.
Like I explained to you previously, there's one of 3 things that a man needs in order to get a really good woman.
Yeah,
I'm not going to mention
Steven
one of them.
tricks.
The one is personality, the other one is money, and the last one is something completely different. I don't have the other 2. I've got the personality though. Same with Will.
I haven't got a great personality, and I ain't and I haven't got a big dick either, so I don't know why she's with me.
It's just like, what does she
I got
see?
nothing.
My humor.
I got yeah. I'm a fun. No. I yeah. Have you ever heard it's like you can't laugh a girl into bed? Well, guess what?
At least Will didn't draw any attention to it on yesterday's Fiverr stream. Very much true.
Oh man, we have fun. We do have fun.
Speaking of which, I just saw a new diet and nutrition section in the Discord. Nice, yes, very much so. This
Yeah,
is
absolutely,
the
man.
idea of Mr. Hewen.
It was after
co-founder.
the session yesterday. So Ewan every Wednesday does a live Q&A. He's a personal trainer, so he does a live Q&A for all things regarding fitness and gym. So like if you've got any questions, if you've just started at the gym, or if you've got an injury, or if you want to understand how to better your gym and better your workout plan, Ewan does a live Q&A every single Wednesday evening. So I think Pooley was chatting to him about like diet and nutrition and talking about like eating foods and losing weight and stuff like that. And a couple of the other guys were interested as well. And Ewan is a big promoter of. He has a body like a Greek chiseled god. I'll be honest. However, he will still have a cake, or he'll still eat Chinese food, or he'll still have a kebab, and he still looks insane shape. So he thought, you know what, I'm going to put a diet and nutrition part to the Discord together, and just show people how to best optimize diet and nutrition, and show what's the best way to motivate people that side. So I think it's going to be really beneficial for those interested, but I don't know. Ewan took control of that. It was his idea. All you need to do is look Sol in the eye and say that.
I don't think it's going to work on Sol, to be dead honest.
No, dude, like I said, Sol's probably going to be a bit like me. He'll probably sack you.
EOC, mate. EOC.
Yeah. Man. You became friends through the Fivers. No, we become friends quite a while ago, probably last year. So I was streaming for a company called Trade Delicious, who are a sister company to the Fivers, and I had my own show called London Live Trading Floor, which I was live trading on for about a year and a half, 2 years now. And yeah, Rich was a viewer, no different to you guys. He was just a guy in chat, and we had a bit of banter there. And then I thought, let's bring some guests on. So I brought some live guests on. I said to Rich, I was like, dude, do you fancy coming on as a guest? Had a hell of a banter. I brought my stepbrother on at the time as a co-host with me. As much as I like my stepbrother, he's not. He was okay, but he decided to leave for other reasons. And I thought, right, I've got a space that's freed up for a co-host. I was like, Rich, do you fancy it? And Rich ended up joining me as a full-time member of LLTF. And then, it just moved on from there. So I got him working. I basically like to look after the people around me. If I see value in you, I'll keep you around. And when I made that move over to the Fivers, I dragged Rich with me. So and we've been, best mates ever since, or good mates ever since. I want to say best mates, but feeling probably ain't mutual.
You know what's funny? We were having this exact same discussion the other day, you and I. We were looking at some ideas for this stream and for the Fiverr stream as an example. And Will into ChatGPT, 2 best friends. Same idea. Yeah. And I just thought, oh, this is so sweet. We're best friends, best trading friends. And then I had the audacity to name another one of like our best friends, like Alex, my wife, myself, and my brother, our best friend. And Will was like, what do you mean other best friend? You've only got one best friend.
Oh man, I remember that. Yeah, what were we doing? I can't remember what we were doing.
It was for the thing that we cannot mention now for the Fivers.
That's right.
So,
yeah, and I put name of session,
Something.
2 best friends in trading. And he
Yeah.
goes, oh, best friends. I was like, oh, yeah, fair. Okay, then. So I like delete it, but just 2 friends.
Deletes it, writes two good friends. No, but
Yeah.
mate, I do consider you as one of my best friends. I definitely do.
I appreciate
You're,
that. You should do. You spend so much time with me. you spend like what is it?
Yeah, dude, we spend
I
like
don't know, 3-4 hours a day.
crazy amount of time
Or
together.
more. Yeah, we probably spend about 4 or 5 hours a day together. So. Yeah.
If I were in like Wales, we would probably see each other every day outside of
Oh yeah, 100%.
trading.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. Dude, I spend more time with you than I do with my missus.
Yeah, I definitely do as well.
Yeah, it's nuts.
So, oh,
Richard, have you tried stand-up comedy? Maybe I've seen you somewhere doing stand-up. I don't know.
Nah, dude, there isn't people that would pay for this kind of comedy. That's why we have to do it free.
That's why we stream for free.
We stream for free. Nobody's paying for this comedy, mate. Nobody's gonna go and see Richard Butler's stand-up comedy show. I don't know, at the Met or whatever. Or there's nobody's gonna do that.
I don't know. Could you imagine doing like a live podcast in front of an audience, like a talk show?
I can do that,
dude. I feel like we should have our own TV talk show. I kind of feel like people would genuinely watch that.
You know what's the funny thing is like I've never struggled with doing public speaking or like being in front of a camera or stuff like that. It's never been an issue for me whatsoever. But I've never considered myself to be a particularly funny person. I can do impressions. I can, if I've seen something, I can try and replicate it, and I can be funny, like Fat Bastard from like Austin Powers or something like that, which is something that I've done before. But I've never considered like doing it as a career or like go in front of people and be like, look, I'm an impressionist. It's just...
I've definitely thought about being a comedian.
I can see why you didn't become a comedian.
I just kind of feel like it'd be too fake though. Like I have my moments where I'm really funny, but I wouldn't call myself consistently funny. Like I'm quite a serious. I'm quite a serious person at heart. Like.
So what are you saying? That the person we get now is the fake version?
Huh?
Are we getting the fake version right now, or are we getting the authentic Will?
You're getting the authentic Will. I just think like you guys bring the funny side of me. You guys bring like the chill vibe Will out. Because when I'm not on stream or when I'm not doing what I'm doing now, like this is my happy place, man. I'm in my office. I'm chatting with you guys. This is my happy place. Whereas when I'm not in my happy place, when I'm not on stream in my office, I'm quite a serious guy. And like you've got to be the right type of person to bring the funny side of me out. You know, so like if I'm not with the right sort of person, like I'm not a funny guy. You know, I'm quite a serious person.
Do you kind of like conform to the idea that your surroundings, the people that you surround yourself with, is like where your personality comes from? You riff off of the people around you. If you're surrounded by serious people, you're going to be serious. If you're surrounded by funny people, you're going to be funny, you know?
Yes and no. Because I have hung out with a few people, like friends before, and I've sat there thinking to myself, these guys are super funny, but they're not good for me. And I've been super serious. Like I've looked at them and I've been like hanging out with you, and this sounds really bad, and like I know for a fact they're not watching for this exact reason, but they're just going.
This is a shite.
Yeah, they're just going nowhere in life, you know. And I that sounds really bad, man. I hate to say that, but I like to hang out with. Yeah, I like to hang out with people that, you know, are gonna bring me some form of value. And I don't mean like I don't mean like I use people. But you've got to have value to be around me, you know, and that whether that's education, like whether that's like knowledge. I love knowledgeable people, not necessarily academically, but I love people who can open my sort of channel of thought.
It's the idea of surrounding yourself with people that are quote unquote better than you are, or smarter 100%. Than you are. So there's this idea that if you're in a room and you're the smartest person in that room, you're in the wrong room. Because the idea is that you should surround yourself with people that can help you grow, people that can help you become either more knowledgeable or, you know, kind of like inspire you to want to change something in your life. That's the kind of people that you should surround yourself with. And if you don't surround yourself with people like that, you become a teacher. Then you surround yourself with people that you can help, that you can bring up in the world, that kind of like thing. So it's where ego kind of like plays the role of mediator. Like if I have a big ego, I want to be in the room where I'm the smartest person so I can look down at people. Whereas if you don't have that ego and you're still the smartest person in the room, you want to be the smartest person in the room so you can teach people, which is also a little bit egotistical, but it's like the intention is more pure.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's like my household, I'm probably one of the stupidest people in my house. You know, I'm probably the thickest person in my household, but the minute I leave my household, I am super intelligent. Like so many people look at me and go, Will, you're so smart. Like, Will, you're so intelligent. Oh my God, Will, you're so good at this. You're so good at that. I go into my house and everyone just laughs at me and it's like, oh, is the Muppet, is the thicko. You know, you hear the first people, they're best friends. We're the two best friends that anyone can have.
Are we about to go to Vegas?
Yeah, dude, let's go to Vegas.
Shall I spike our drinks so that one of us can be stuck on a roof?
Now, can we bring someone in chat with us? Can we, like,
I want to see
someone...
Pooley get blazed.
Can we spike Pooley and leave him on the roof? And then I will just go out and like steal Mike Tyson's tiger or something. But yeah, man, using two best friends as a prompt in ChatGPT is innocently funny.
William and Richard continue until 11 a.m. Take 30-minute break and then join the Fivers at 11. Dude, like
that would be hardcore.
Yeah, I need like a little break in between, just a little bit because I need to eat and just have lunch.
Yeah, that would be hardcore. That'd be something. I mean, that'd be maybe. Thing is, I know the Fivers have got some tricks up their sleeve. They got a lot planned.
Yeah, they do. Unbiased Trader is saying my scalp strategy is kicking and may incorporate into my Fivers account. So run both intra and scalp together, and this may help smoothen my P&L curve. I like this.
Man. Yeah, I like that. Just take your time with it. Don't rush it. Don't jump too fast into it. But yeah, man, 100%. That sounds like a sick idea.
Yeah, Unbiased Trader, I would say, if you're going to incorporate something like that, have very, very strict rules that you can manage that trade idea with, because the thing about scalping is that because it's such a short time frame and you're not really in a trade for all that long, people tend to either over risk because they feel like, oh, I'm going to only be getting 2, 3, 5 pips, that kind of like thing for a trade, or 2, 3, 5 points. They tend to over risk a little bit, and then if you start going into a losing spree, which can happen very, very quickly with scalping, you can kind of get into the idea of revenge trading or trying to steal back what you've lost, and really forego of any like good practices very quickly. So always take into consideration when it comes to scalp, actually any trading strategy that you have, but especially with scalping, if it is not something that you're very, very used to. Let's say you are a swing trader and now you're trying scalping, make it very rules based. Give yourself that idea of, okay, if I've lost 4 in a row with my scalping strategy, I stop scalping for the day, that kind of like thing, just so that you can alleviate the idea of being in the market as often as you are, and make sure that you only take the best setups so that you give yourself the highest probability of winning a trade, and don't force trading. Let's put it like that. Just a bit of advice.
Yeah, be careful. Yeah, be careful when scalping, because when you're scalping, you, like Rich pointed out, you do have the risk of revenge trading if it starts going slightly downhill. So just make sure you've got confidence in yourself and you're following your A+ setup. Just be very careful of that. Also, guys, we had high viewers today. We had 27 viewers, which is absolutely incredible. Guys, we're so grateful for you guys joining and liking and subscribing. to the channel. It does mean a huge amount. We are 4 subscribers away from 100 subscribers, which is insane. By the way, guys, we only started this channel a couple of months ago, and yeah, okay, I know some people like blow up and go from 0 to 100,000 subscribers fast, but slow horse for a long journey. We're here to stay. We're not here to make millions, ditch you guys, and like go. We're here to stay, and we're here for the indefinite future of trading. So 100,000 subscribers is the goal, because we want a button. We've heard that the button comes at 100,000 subscribers, so we want a YouTube play button. I think that would be really cool. So,
Oh, dude, I would love that.
yeah, that'd be insane.
Chihuahua asking, what is your routine, guys? Do you sit in front of the charts all day? I try not to. I try not to be in front of the charts the whole day. That's why I have a best of 3 strategy where I try only to have a maximum of 3 trades a day. I tend to get most of my setups early in the day, like round about this time while we're busy streaming right now, or slightly before the stream. I will get some setups. Not getting any setups at the moment, so I'll just sit on my hands for now. And then I go and do some different things. I usually have some house tasks, like for argument's sake, doing some washing, or maybe washing the dishes, making lunch, whatever, anything in that regard. And then it's the afternoon stream where we'll be in front of the stream yet again. Straight after that, I will try and look for a bit of a trade entry if I haven't had one in the day, or if I've already had my 2 trades, then I'm done. But if I haven't had a great trading day or any setups early in the day, I will look for it during New York session. And then usually here, roughly around 6 o'clock UTC +2 time, I start switching everything off and, spend time with the wife. We watch a series, or, we just sit and chat. And then sometimes I'll play a game at night. Sometimes I'll go and read a bit, and then just go to bed roughly around between 10 and 11 at night, and then wake up 6 o'clock in the morning again, my time, which is 4 a.m. UK time, and then start everything again. Got morning routine before the stream. So yeah, that's my routine.
Yeah, yeah, nice one. Yeah, I'm pretty similar. I'll come to the charts. I'll probably come to the charts about 8 a.m. ready for the stream, and then usually before that, I'm either chatting to the missus, or I'm maybe at the gym. Depends. I try and do my gyms in the afternoon now, and then I hit the to be honest, Chester is smarter. Yeah, Chester is probably smarter. I'll probably just hit the charts for an hour and a half on the live stream with you guys, and then once I'm off the live stream, I'll be off the charts. I go out, I'll chat with family, or maybe like if my parents need help on the family business, I'll go up and help parents on the family business, or I'll go help my brother. I'll do some admin. I may do some trader interviews, because I do all the interviews for the Fivers with traders. So I'll probably do some trader interviews, do some admin, back to the charts for the afternoon session with the Fivers. And then, once I'm done with the Fivers at 1 p.m., I'll have some lunch, again, chat to the missus, usually spend some lunch with her. And then that's pretty much my day. I don't usually trade New York session. I can, but usually by then I'm either not seeing anything in the markets, or I've either won money or lost money. So I only make money, I only trade at the moment on stream. So everything that you see on stream are trades that I've taken that I'm living from.
Awesome. Grant asking, do you guys use an orb breakout strategy at all when you trade? I do not. The opening range breakout is not something that I trade at all. I'm a trend continuation trader. I am a breakout trader, but not breakout of, for argument's sake, a specific time, like from 7 until 8, and then I'll take that breakout. I like breakouts and retests of consolidation areas. So not any specific time, no. And I know that Will is also not an orb opening range breakout trader.
Not an opening range breakout trader. I am a breakout trader. I will trade a breakout, and I'll trade a break and retest, but I won't trade the orb strategy. I know a couple people who do. I don't.
Love this from In the Wilds. He's talking to Unbiased Trader. With the news later today, may not be a day for over leveraging. I agree with this as well. It's a high news day, guys. It is the first, like, let's say, proper news day after the shutdown has been completed on the USA, the government shutdown. So big news event. I would be incredibly careful. Even if today's a day where you just decide, you know what, I'm not going to trade anything, I'm just going to sit on my hands, that is going to probably end up saving you a lot of heartache and potentially your account. So I would be very careful on a day like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Richard, you live alone. I thought you were married. I am married, and my wife lives with me. Were you not listening? I said in the afternoon.
This hand just comes. Hello.
My wife doesn't come onto the street.
Read it and weep, people. Read it and weep.
Yeah, taken, bruh. Taken.
Off the market. Sol looks like a humble guy. Tell us something about him. He's got brown hair. All seriousness, dude. Sol he's an awesome guy. He's an absolutely awesome guy. I was speaking in, dude, my light in at the moment. I was speaking to Sol. He was just come in with a fucking snowball in his hand.
Ewan.
Yeah, he just comes in with his massive brick of snow. You think Ewan works?
Ewan, go get a job. Take their jobs.
Yeah, mate, literally. Go do some work. No. Yeah, I swear, him and Dad just sitting around chatting all day. I don't actually think they work. No, Sol's an awesome guy, man. We went out for Japanese food when I was in London, and some of the guys from the Fivers were there. So that was super cool. You know, you had Victor there, Abe, the community manager, was there. Sol and Mickey were there. Rich was there, Rich Wells. So finally managed to get to meet Rich in person. That was cool. Who else was there? My missus was there. I think that's everyone. But yeah, going out for food, we had Japanese food, and it was just incredible. The atmosphere was great. We were all having a couple of drinks. Yeah, it was super, super fun.
Cheers, Grant. Have a good day, mate. MGN, I'm currently working on an opening range breakout. EA will see the stats on how well it did at the end of the month. Will got sad after seeing that ring. No, dude, Will has
I've gone over it now.
Banger of a lady on his side. He's not concerned with the fact that I'm taken.
I still am a little bit. That's why I'm with my lady, because I know that you're off the market.
Grant saying, MGN, I mainly look for breaks and retests, but been trying out an ARB strat on the New York trading time and seems to work well so far.
Nice.
Every person and their mother has been trying an opening range breakout strategy. You'll see that it is the current flavor of the month within the trading sphere. If you look on YouTube, every single last YouTube trader has some sort of breakout strategy because it is the current flavor. I honestly think that there is potential in it, but it is just a typical range breakout retest strategy. That's all it is. But if you have back-tested data that supports that this is a profitable strategy and you can manage your risk properly on it, then you do you, boo. Like you trade your range, and if it works for you, it works for you. There's so many strategies.
Yeah.
Who has a what? How rich? An absolutely banging lady.
I think you were supposed to say ugly or average at best. I think that was supposed to be the correct answer.
The correct answer is, I love you, wife. Shall I take you out for lunch? That's the right answer.
That's a good answer. That's good. I like that. That's a good answer. Don't worry, Alex. I think you're absolutely beautiful.
Of course you do. She's my wife.
Yeah, exactly. Not half as good looking as your husband, but
CC is a queen. See?
nah, Cece is, man. She's beautiful, man. She's gonna come on. She was gonna come on stream one day. She's got a hell of a sense of humor as well, man. It's so funny. She was gonna come on stream, but like from under the desk, and I was like,
To see a hand.
yeah, I was like, see you. That's not how we can introduce you. We can't just introduce you as like from like under the desk sort of thing. It's like no, but man,
It would
no,
work on this stream. It won't work on the Fiverr stream at all.
no, God, no, no. But in all fairness, look, she supports all my my ventures, my streams. Usually, like when she's not busy, she's in the stream every single day. But she's just been super flat out busy at the moment. Having said that, she jumped into the Fiverr stream yesterday, so that was pretty cool.
All right, guys, we have come to the very, very end of the stream. I see there's a few of you guys that have already said goodbye, ready to go on to the day. In the Wild saying no trades for me today. See you a bunch of misfits tomorrow. Dude, tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun. Have a good day in the Wild. Chihuahua saying bye-bye. Have a nice day. Enjoy chatting with you. See you all later. Chihuahua, don't forget, there is still the Fiverr stream today, and we've got Richard Wells in, who is the performance coach, and he's always got some amazing psychological nuggets of wisdom to impart upon the whole community. So see you there.
Yeah, I was actually chatting to Rich last night. That's quite funny.
Grant saying, agree with you, Rich. I think the AWP strat is more of another tool in the toolbox sort of thing, not a main strat. Cheers. I agree with you there, my friend Grant. That's how I see it as well. All right, guys. Will, any last words of wisdom from you before we leave these fine
Give us a
women
fat thumbs up. Make sure you like the video, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are 4 subscribers away from 100 subs, which is absolutely incredible, guys. We really do appreciate all the support you give us. All the links are in the description below. Make sure that you join the Discord. Make sure you check out the website. You know, get to know some of the team members behind the scenes. And from us at the Brotherhood, we shall see you in the Fiverr stream at 11:30 UK time. But for now, share this stream, share this channel with everybody you know. And I'm talking your brothers, your sisters, your uncle, your actual neighbor, your dog, your cat, your nephew, whoever wants to watch this stream and get involved and become part of the Apex Brotherhood, where we have nothing but positive vibes and success is the only option. But for now, see you el mañana.
All right, guys. See you guys in the Fiverr stream for those of you who's going to be there with us. If not, we'll see you guys tomorrow for a wind down Friday. It's a massive news day later today as well as tomorrow. So please tread carefully while trading today. Don't get caught off guard. For those of you that's in the Discord, you guys will get a little notification from the news bot for whenever the news is going to come out. So do look out for that. And then for the rest of everybody else, have a great day. Cheers.